Hey Wildcats, I'm Mrs. Reynoso, one of the counselors here at West Ranch, and I'm here today to talk to you about Naviance. So we're going to jump right on in, and I'm going to remind you how to log into Naviance, and we will do that right here from the West Ranch website. So go ahead and go to westranchhighschool.com, and then you're going to go to the drop-down menu for counseling, and you're going to see Naviance right here. So before we log in, I want to take a second and reintroduce you to this website because it has all kinds of great information on it, and I want to make sure you're reading it so that you are sure you are caught up on all your assessments. So the first thing I want to point out is the breakdown of what assessments you need to complete each semester you're here at West Ranch. So take a second and go back and make sure you've completed the 9th grade assessments as well as the 10th grade assessments. Because before we go into our 11th grade assessment, it's important that you kind of know what you're doing because each assessment builds on the next. They actually have a very specific order of things, and it really will make sure that you are maximizing this program to the best of its ability. Now, if you haven't done them, you don't worry and you don't remember, you can go down and you can access any of these lesson links, which will give you a video tutorial on how to do it. So not to worry, there's still time and you can take care of that. So today what we're going to have you complete is something called Do What You Are. Now, Do What You Are is a very cool assessment. You can actually only complete this one once. The other ones you can redo a couple times. But this one you can only do once because what it really is doing is taking a look at what your strengths are and your blind spots are. Because what we want to do is to kind of further break down and match you to the right career. If you remember in 9th grade, we completed the cluster finder. It was a very broad sense of what you might want to do after high school. So it kind of took a look at overall possible professions. And then the career interest profiler got a little deeper. What are the actual jobs? What are those tasks that you're performing in those jobs? What kind of education do you need to get that job? And how much could you potentially earn down the line? So this one is going to take it that next step and help you understand yourself a little bit more and help you possibly pick that right career. So we're going to do that by logging into Naviance. So go ahead and click there. Now you'll notice right away, if you've been to Naviance before, this looks a little different. It had a little facelift. However, all of the same great information, just a little bit of a new updated look. So your login is still the same. It's still an 8-digit student ID number as your username, and your password should be your 6-digit birth date unless you changed it. Now, if you did and you can't remember, don't worry. You can go ahead and click Forgot My Password, and it's going to send you a reset link to your school email address. But in the meantime, let's go ahead and get logged in. I'm going to do that as well. And we will get started. So it's going to bring you right here to our springboard for Naviance. So as you can see, looks a little different. But before we jump into our assessment, I really want you to take some time after we do the Do What You Are assessment and take a look at the different college search engines. I'll have another video that breaks it down, but as you're looking at what you want to do after high school, whether it be community college, trade school, four-year school, straight into the workforce, this is really going to help you narrow that down. So you take the information from the career interest profiler and everything that we've done, and you combine that with these great college search engines. This really is a tool that is designed to help you. It's not just something we're having you do. This is something that builds upon each assessment each year to help you be prepared after high school. So let's jump right on in. If you remember, we had tabs on the last program. Here we still have them. They just look a little different. So I want you to click on About Me, and you're going to go down to My Assessments. Your assessment again today is Do What You Are. So go ahead and click on that. This is an assessment that can only be completed once throughout all 4 years of high school. So this one you can't redo. It's going to take you about 20 minutes, okay? So take your time, and it's going to have you read some paragraphs. And it's going to ask you which one of the 2 paragraphs describes you the best. It's important to remember there are no right or wrong answers. You're just going to pick the option that describes you best. Now, maybe neither one describes you that well, but that's okay. There might be 1 or 2 things in there. You'll pick that one, okay? Try to make sure you are describing yourself, not what others expect of you, okay? So that's an important piece. Once we go through all of this, the goal of this assessment is to clarify your career options, to make assessments and tests a little bit easier so you have an understanding of where your strengths are, maybe even some blind spots, and to understand others and kind of basically how others understand you and how you are perceived as well. So you're going to go through and you're going to hit continue, and it's going to give you these 2 paragraphs, and you are going to go ahead and select which one describes you the best. Once you get through all of this, it's going to take you to the results page, and I'm going to go ahead and show you mine and give you the breakdown on what your personality type is. And you can go ahead and read the description of each. Now, this is kind of the very super quick overview. I like the full report. So go ahead and click on full report, and it's going to go even deeper into kind of what your personality type is and how you're described and understanding yourself, and also those strengths and blind spots. What are some things you might need to work on, okay? And as well as college satisfiers, career satisfiers. What are some things you need to look for in a college and a career in order to be happy? Your preferred learning style, and so on. So you're going to cruise right on all through here, and you can really get a strong breakdown of your possible careers, and then explore it even further. It'll break it down into looking at what careers might fit you a little bit better, and you can explore those as well. So go ahead, have a little fun, enjoy, and thanks. See you soon.